President Tinubu deserves a place in Guinness World Record for causing Nigerians untold hardship. Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the February 25th, 2023 election, has not granted any media interview since the Supreme Court judgment on October 26, 2023 that affirmed the victory of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC). But he finally broke his silence on Saturday, January 20, 2024, in his chance encounter with the Nech when he spoke with Ikechukwu Amechi. As usual, he was traveling but spared 30 minutes to bear his mind on the issue of governance and the way forward for Nigeria, what a chance encounter he turned out to be. The 2023 elections have come and gone. What are the biggest lessons you learned therefrom? Well, for me, the biggest lesson, this is Peter Obi talking, is the fact that Nigerians are actually committed to good governance. They are not as complacent as people thought they were, because they, especially the youth, were actually committed to doing the right thing. That is why they came out in their numbers to participate in the elections. The second lesson is the realization that the leaders, most people in the elite class, are not actually interested in good governance, because you can classify the electoral umpire as part of the elite class, the government. All of us are not prepared to do the right thing, because if the elites are prepared to do the right thing, the result or the outcome of the election will have been different. But for me, the elections have come and gone, and I don't want to talk about issue of the 2023 elections again. It has come and gone, and I am not done with it. What I am talking about now are issues of governance, because the average Nigerian today is talking about the Nigeria of today and the Nigeria of tomorrow. That is what is important. Talking about governance, you are satisfied with where Nigeria is today? It was asked again. That is really a question for the generality of Nigerians to answer. Ask the average Nigerian how he is faring today. The truth is that we have many more Nigerians thrown into poverty. Millions of Nigerians don't know where the next meal will come from. Nobody is sure what the price of a cup of rice, garri, or a loaf of bread will be tomorrow. So it is Nigerians that you should ask the question. It is not a question for me to answer. It is not something I alone will tell you. Ask Nigerians, the masses out there on the streets of Nigeria, and you will get a feel of what they are going through. But I know that the situation is critical. But President Bola Tinubu will definitely disagree. He is of the opinion that his reforms, the removal of fuel subsidy and floating of the naira in particular, are not only bold and consequential, but are working. So much so that, speaking at the 10th German-Nigerian Business Forum in Berlin, Germany, in November 2022, he said he deserves to be listed in the Guinness World Record for the reforms he has made since assuming office on May 29, 2023. He may actually be correct when he claims that his name deserves to be in the Guinness World Record. Don't forget that people's name does not always make it into the Guinness World Record for only artistic reasons. So it depends on which angle he's coming from. If the idea is to put his name in the Guinness Book of Records for causing Nigerians the most hardship, untold hardship, of course he is spot on, and I will totally agree with him. because his reforms are not achieving what they are meant to achieve. But some of your critics says that both you and Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), also promised to remove the fuel subsidy if elected. So Tinubu did it. What is wrong with that? Yes, I agreed that the fuel subsidy has to be removed because it is not sustainable, but there should have been gains from the removal. Right now, they say they are saving billions of naira, which nobody is feeling the positive impact. The other subsidy is the exchange rate. They said when the naira is floated, people will be able to access foreign exchange at the same rate. But today, there is even a wider gap between the official exchange rate and the unofficial rate. The official rate is about 900 to a dollar, when the unofficial rate holds between 1,300 to 1,400. So the gap today is even bigger. The implication is that we are doing something that is just not right. It is not enough to claim that you have removed subsidy. And these are the things that we need to look into, because the idea of reforms is that it is something that could have helped Nigeria to begin to work on their right path, in the right direction. And it must be all inclusive. I have always said reforms in governance would be in all sectors. We should be dealing with the issues of cutting the cost of governance, corruption, all forms of waste, targeting priority areas, education, health, pulling people out of poverty. You cannot do one and leave the others. What you are doing has to be seen by the people. I was a governor and we dealt with these issues. And historically, that is the only way to achieve positive results. If you do one and leave the other, you are bound to have problems. These issues should be dealt with. You and transparently, people have to see what you are doing. Okay, so guys, Peter Obi is still talking. He says, see, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu name deserve to be in the Guinness World Records for causing hardship, untold hardship to Nigerians. You understand? He said, please pardon me, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Peter Obi is saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's name, suppose he deserve, to be in the Guinness World of Records for causing problems to Nigerians, untold hardship. He also talked about the fuel subsidy removal, that the idea of removing fuel subsidy is to make life easier for Nigerians, but that is not the issue. The fuel subsidy removal today has caused more problems to Nigeria.